Hey, it's still Sunday. It's Sunday evening, and my day turned around and became good. And I just kind of feel like talking a little bit more. Throat is on the mend, feeling much better. Um, Today's just been kind of an interesting day. It started off kind of glum, and then it got good. Uh, the turning point was when I decided to get off my ass and go take my walk, and not just the invigoration of the walking and the sweating, but I'm just walking. I live on a half circle, so I'm just walking laps. And today I encountered more neighbors on the street down that way, not my street. The people on my street I talk to all the time, and they were out and we're talking. But I met a couple of other neighbors around the corner. It felt good just to do that. And I spent some time interacting with my neighbors that I call hillbillies. I love them, but if you lived here, you would see what I'm talking about. Their their aesthetic is very country. They live like in a junkyard, right across from my house. It's quite the eyesore, but I love them. So I was spending some time talking to baby mama. I won't say her name, but that's not an insult. That's fucking real, okay? That's how it is down in the world, not just in the ghetto, but all over the fucking place. Baby mamas. You know what I mean, or don't you? I care about the woman, but it's like all she knows how to do is use her sex to get what she needs and what she wants. And I don't blame her. I blame society. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a sip. So, some music. I rediscovered the healing qualities. It's been a long time since I've spent any time listening to Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel was my hero right out of high school. I put him on a pedestal foolishly, and, I learned, you don't do that. No one deserves it, okay? But I learned a lot by studying Peter Gabriel, the way he makes music, and what I could about his life. A good man. So I played some Peter Gabriel, put a bunch away, but these are still sitting out. Biko. I've got a bunch of 12-inch singles. I love 12-inch singles. It's interesting how, in general, 12-inch singles are not considered collectible. I think that's a mistake. I think they're wonderful. Not for resale, but just wonderful. Big graphics and the 45 RPM, big grooves, beautiful sound. Red Rain, isn't that a great graphic? Okay, did I put a bunch away already? Dang it. I'll put a bunch away already. What's still sitting out, though, that I'll show you right quick is Steve Hillage. Today's his birthday. He was in Gong, Arzakel, Uriel, System 7. Anthony Ferraro sent this to me. I'll tell you, actually, I just have this out to show online because it's Steve Hillage's birthday. I haven't played it yet today. Probably won't, actually. I like having it, so I showed it. Played this. Love this forever. Camembert Electric Cheese Gong. No, I don't have the insert, but this is an original. Big original. I've had this for at least 40 years. That's wild to say. Records that you've owned for 40 and 50 years. When I posted this today, someone teasingly called it punk rock, and I agreed. I said, yeah, this is punk rock. This is more punk than prog, actually. Very stick it in the face of the man. Fantastic. What else? My man Sakamoto. I hadn't played this in a while. Left-Handed Dream with Robin Scott and Adrian Belew. Adrian Belew is nice on here, but Sakamoto don't need him. Belew didn't make this album really any different than... He didn't make it special. Some people think that Belew is like a god. Sakamoto's a god to me. This is, And look at that cover. Look at that, just It's just beautiful. Love this album. It's not my favorite though. Can't call a favorite. Dang it, I put those records away. You know, I'm going to just grab a few of them. Because they're right here. Let me just grab these. And on the end, right after Gabriel, is Gal, Galactic Supermarket with Klaus Schultz. Cosmic Couriers. That's some wild shit. Oh, I haven't played this in a while. Gon's Height. I better play this. This is some hard kind of industrial electronics, if I remember correctly. Hammer by Gon's Height. So I'm glad I did this. Now here's one that's kind of proto-prog. Gabriel Bondage, Another Trip to Earth. Great cover. And the album starts off very promising. This came out in several different colors. I don't remember which one this is. I've had more than one copy. But the album doesn't follow through. I've had a red copy, and this one is blue. But the album, after the first song, to me, falls pretty much on its face. Pretentious, really pretentious. But the first track is worth it alone. Gabriel Bondage. So, some more Peter Gabriel. I didn't play this, but this is in a bunch. Across the River. This is a bootleg. Some demos and some other things that still have not been released. Yeah, heard it through the grapevine. Yeah, there's some home recordings on here, never released. I don't remember live version. Don't see this single very often. Great version of the song. Great version. Youssou N'Dour and Peter Gabriel, Shaking the Tree. Played this, and I dedicated this, and I'll do it again now. I dedicate this song to all of us. Don't give up. Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. You know, this is just an amazing performance, and what a song. I said it online, on Facebook and on Instagram. I posted and said, I dedicate this to this whole sad world. Don't give up, people. Don't give up. Every time you look in the news and you see what the politicians are up to, these greedy bastards, man, they're like some kind of evil presence on the planet. They're not human. Sledgehammer. The B-side is even better. Don't Break This Rhythm. Have you heard that B-side? I think it's better than Sledgehammer. I like Sledgehammer, but again, like any hit, overkill. It got overkill. Walk Through the Fire from some movie. Gremlins? Is it from Gremlins? I don't think I've seen the movie. It's a really good Peter Gabriel song. I've got these in these nice, so I'm pulling them out because I love the graphics. Big time. Really like this song still. Even though it became a huge hit, I didn't get tired of it. Yeah, I have a lot of love and respect for Peter Gabriel's work. It's been a long time though since I've really spent much time listening to him. I used to listen to him a lot, so this has been nice. It's been a reminder, like the Beatles. It's centering. Shock the Monkey. What else came up right quick? And then I've got these interview picture discs. I've never listened to these. I just got them because, you know, as a collector, you come across this stuff. No, I have listened to one of these. You know, don't remember what he said. Another boot. Games Without Words. More of his home recordings. You know, people that were working with him, you know, dubbed cassettes of stuff while he's working on stuff. He doesn't know about it, and this is some of that stuff. It's just neat to hear it. These came out via the National Guard. Nightbird and Company. It was a radio show. Syndicated, I believe. And so here's one. I've got a few of these. Look who's on here. One side each. You know, music, and if I remember correctly, there's an interview. There's interview snippets as well. And here's a bootleg, really lousy quality sound-wise, State of Mind. I just wanted to show those and just feeling better. I just wanted to just share that, and I am really feeling connected and feeling the need to put out this energy and this message. We're going to be all right, people, even though it's going to be bad. We're going to be all right. We you know, we've got to think like that. We've got to. Here's something I pulled. Someone showed it. I'd never seen anyone else show a copy. I bought it years ago in '83 because of the cover. I didn't know about the band. The Visit. All the Walls and Man of War. This is kind of like Southern Death Cult, or almost goth, almost. The songs are not as good as the cover, in my opinion. That's a great, weird illustration. I love it. Oh, so let me do this, Arthur. If you're watching, I received your latest package. I haven't played anything yet. Well, no, that's not true. I played some of the Harry Beckett. Arthur in England said, "You're so kind to me, Arthur." Harry Beckett, jazz trumpeter, who's been in the Canterbury School. I mean, he's played with everyone, but he's on Centipede and a lot of other good records like that. This is really relaxing. I listened to some of this with Malcolm Kuhn and Keith Tippett. I love Keith Tippett, and he sent me another Keith Tippett. Haven't gotten to this one yet. Thank you. And those were Burns. He said they're out of print. And the actual CD he sent me was Electric Eden, Unearthing Britain's Visionary Music. This is a compilation. I have a lot of stuff that's on here in original form. I haven't read the book, but the track listing is right on time. Everything from Bert Yance to Richard Thompson to Trees to Fotheringay. You know, they know what they're doing by putting this together. So I'm going to be getting into that. Folks, like I said, hold on to your hats and be kind to one another. And if you still have people in your lives who are supporting Trump, please find out, confront them and say, what? Please explain to me now how that man's presidency will benefit anyone. Him staying in office, please explain to me how this is good for the country, how it's good for you, how it's good for me. You can't. I dare you, dare anyone, to say something that makes sense about the catastrophe of the Trump administration, that somehow we're going to get positive dividends from this shipwreck. How are you going to rationalize that bullshit? You cannot. Because what we're seeing over and over again in the world with these COVID deniers and Trump supporters is these people are full of a lot of negativity, untruths, emotional wreckage. Not beneficial. I dare you. Come at me. What you got? You ain't got nothing. Those people are hurting. And it's just a shame. United we stand, divided we fall. There's no exceptions to that. There's no exceptions to that.